you guys? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We're going to be talking about Mama June and Michael Cardwell and the custody battle that has started today. But you guys, I'm a little bothered because information is unavailable. Okay. Um, right now, what we do know is obviously they had a hearing today. I don't know if there will be more hearings, but we don't know what happened. Okay. And that's a little irritating. But right now, with this being a child custody case and the child is 11 years old, it seems I spoke to a friend of mine that is an attorney who basically told me, listen, more than likely they were probably told not to say anything, and a gag order could potentially be issued if anybody on each side speaks about this. So as of right now, we just don't have a lot of information. What we do know, we can go over it, we can talk about it, but as far as I know, no decision was made. I haven't heard anything about a decision being made. That's not being printed, and that's not in any outlets. I've been checking um TMZ, the Ashley, the Sun, and all of that to see if maybe they've been getting any information, and they don't have anything. They've not reported anything. So it seems like the judge may have like shut down anybody from talking. It seems um, because no information is coming out. Okay. But one thing we do know is what's been filed with the courts is obviously we know who was going to go for witnesses today. We know that Sugar Bear was going as a witness. We know that Eldridge was going as a witness. And like I said, I did speak to a friend of mine that is an attorney just to kind of get an idea of what today would be like. And was basically told due to this being a child custody case, more than likely it would not be open to the public. It would probably just be June, her attorney, Michael and his attorney probably in the courtroom. Like they didn't even foresee them just letting anybody in. So I'm kind of glad I did not go all the way to Georgia, only to be told you can't even come in anyways. I hope the judge gagged everyone at private custody, respect the court's process. I don't think a gag order was issued because I'm not seeing that filed with the court. So I've been on the court's website all day. I have it up on my computer right now, and I've just been hitting refresh every like 30 minutes to see if anything has been filed. So I don't think a gag order has been filed, but I am assuming that they were told by the judge, don't speak on this because nothing has come out. Nothing has come out. And usually, court's going to end at 5. I was really looking for, at minimum, like TMZ to come up with an article because I think the family speaks to TMZ. So family really take much. And like I said, I have a lawyer friend that I know because Sean he wasn't born and raised in Georgia. I was about to lie to you guys, but he was raised in Georgia and he went to school in Georgia. So he has a friend that has an attorney there that I spoke with. I've spoke with him a couple of times. I asked about this Equitable Care Act. That's how I got more information on the Equitable Care Act. You know that June has been making a big deal out of Michael saying that that he has equity in Caitlin. That's not at all what Michael was saying. He was not saying he had equity in Caitlin. That's just how it had to be filed because that is the Georgia rule that could allow him the possibility to fight for custody. So that's how he had to file it under. Now, what I was told is that more than likely today could have potentially just been a hearing for them to see if Michael would qualify for that. And I was told this by the friend Sean's friend that is an attorney in Georgia. Yeah, the Equitable Care Act is just Georgia law. It's not someone saying, I have equity in her. I've paid such and such amount of money a month. So I have thousands of dollars invested in her. Therefore, she should be mine. That's not what it is. In some states, Georgia included, they will recognize a non-biological person and grant them custody of a child if they have taken care of that person at some time, if they can prove they have taken care of that child in some form or fashion, mentally, physically, financially, then they qualify as an equitable caregiver. So that's how he had to file it. That's what it is. So what the lawyer told me today, because I've been messaging with him, and this is not a lawyer that has anything to do with this case. I just want to put that out there. This lawyer has nothing to do with this case, not even familiar with it, other than what I've been telling him about it. He just said more than likely today they were probably going to call in the witnesses. They were probably going to talk to Michael and get some information from him, find out how long he's been in Caitlin's life, find out how present he's been in her life, find out financially how much he's been there. And then the judge would more than likely make a decision at some point, possibly not today. Sean's friend said it probably wouldn't be today. The judge would probably take all the information and take a few days to figure out, okay, yes, he qualifies as a equitable caregiver. And if he qualifies as the equitable caregiver, then they would move forward into him fighting for custody. Now, I don't know if that's what happened. That's what this attorney told me. I do know. So Caitlin filed an affidavit of election where she said she wanted to live with June. And she also said she did not want visitation with Michael, which is mind blowing to me because Michael has been her dad since she was a baby. Michael's been her dad since she was a baby. Let's look at something really quickly. Bear with me. This is a video from when Michael and Anna got married. This was on, they filmed this for Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. And gosh, it's little crap. Let me see. I tried to email it to myself because it would be bigger in an email, but it looks like it did not go through. All right, we'll watch it like this. But in this video, Caitlin walks up in the middle.
It takes to keep you and Caitlin in my life forever. I love you and Caitlin with everything. I'm more than proud to say that Caitlin is my little princess. I'm glad me and you and Caitlin are now coming together as a family. I have wanted this since Caitlin first called me daddy. Whatever the future brings, good or bad, I always take care of my girls.
I can say that I'm happy today to be yours and be marrying you today, and that you're the only one for me and Caitlin, and nothing ever can change that.
I promise to always be there for you. I will walk by your side.
I will do all that I can.
Okay, so I slowed that down because as you guys see right there, Caitlin walks up to Michael. This is when Caitlin was a baby. This is how long Michael has been in her life. She has called Michael daddy since before she was 2 years old. Okay, so this is at the wedding. She doesn't go over to Anna. She goes to Michael. She puts her arms up. She says, "Daddy, look at this." So this is how long he's been in her life.
I will do all that I can to keep.
Oh.
I will do all I can to keep our love fresh and strong. You're the only one for me.
Mommy.
Now, by the power invested in me, I pronounce y'all husband and wife.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Love you too.
But for anybody to say that's not her daddy, she has called him daddy since before then. Okay. Uh, can somebody put my email in the chat? So for her to say she doesn't want visitation with Michael, the man that she calls daddy, knowing that that would also mean she doesn't have visitation with her sister Kylie and June and Pumpkin, they've just that's the thing is June and Pumpkin have given up on Kylie. They're not really trying to see Kylie. They're not trying to fight for Kylie. If Michael was such a bad person, why aren't you fighting for Kylie? And I see a lot of people saying like, "Oh, Michael's refused to let June see Kylie." First off, from everything that I've been told, June herself never asked to see Kylie. Justin texts Michael and Pumpkin texts Michael. And Pumpkin has said this on her live herself. About 2 weeks after Anna passed away, Pumpkin went on a live stream. She was selling her stuff on TikTok. And she said, Ella wanted Kylie to come spend the night. So I text Michael and said, hey, Ella wants Kylie to come spend the night. And Michael said, I don't think spending the night is a good idea right now. How about let's all get together and we'll take the girls to do something? Meaning, how about, Caitlin, June, you, Ella, me, London, Kylie, how about let's all get together and we'll go do something? Pumpkin's response was, I'll tell Ella. Never responded after that. And then went on TikTok and bashed him for it. So I'm like, everybody wants to get mad because June is saying, Michael won't let us see Kylie. Michael won't let us see Kylie. Michael won't let us see Kylie. First off, June, you haven't asked to see Kylie. And when Michael said, well, I don't want her to spend the night, but let's do it this way, y'all got mad because he wouldn't do what y'all wanted him to do. And y'all talk crap about him on YouTube, TikTok, and on the show. Like, y'all have talked crap about this man for months. I don't know if I would want my child going to spend the night with y'all either, knowing y'all talk crap about me. Like, I sure would not want to send my child over there knowing that y'all are talking crap about me on social media. So who can blame Michael for not sending Kylie to Pumpkin and June's house right after Anna passed away when everything is still very chaotic? First off, here's the thing. It was the holidays too. Like, maybe Michael had plans. Maybe Michael thought there's too much going on. We got all the holidays. We're going to be doing Christmas. Her mom just passed. It's just too much. I would feel more comfortable if we just all got them together. And like I said, June, Pumpkin, and Alana and Jessica have all said on recent interviews that they've seen Kylie 3 times since Anna passed away. The last time they saw Kylie was because Michael made that happen. It wasn't because they asked or they even invited her to where they were at. Yeah, spend the night. June allowed Anna to be abused in her home. I wouldn't allow my kid to spend the night either. Exactly. So right now, yeah, I don't blame Michael. He is her father, and he has the right to say she's not spending the night. That doesn't mean he's keeping Kylie from y'all because he says she can't spend the night. He has offered to do other things. You guys didn't like it because you want things your way. And so you ran with this narrative that he's keeping Kylie from y'all. And June wants to say, on social media and on the show that Michael's this horrible person. You ain't even fighting for Kylie. If he is so bad, why not fight for Kylie? And 2, she's just giving up on Kylie. Like, on the post on my page, she's just like, he won't let us see Kylie. On the show, they've said, like, we can just give up on Kylie. We're not going to see her. No, fight for her. If that child means so much to you, like you claim Caitlin does, why aren't you fighting for her? Why aren't you trying more? So who testified against Michael today? We don't really know what exactly played out today, and I'm glad somebody noticed my new flowers back here. They are from Rose Forever. This is a promotional deal, and I will tell you guys more information about that in just a little bit. They are beautiful. So there were some articles that come out today. So we're gonna go back over who is supposed to testify. And then we will go over this particular article that I thought was interesting. And hopefully information will come out at some point, I'm sure. But right now, nothing's coming out. I know. Okie Angel says, June and Alana has been running around online stalking and harassing London in her comment section. They're the only ones harassing anyone. Exactly. That's the thing, is June has posted on my page multiple times, on London's page, saying like, oh, they're trying to make us look bad and they're trying to look like saints. First off, what has Michael and London said? They're not out there doing interviews. They're not on a TV show talking about y'all. What are they saying? How are they painting themselves as saints? Because they want Caitlin? Because they miss Caitlin? because they post a picture with them and Caitlyn every once in a while and say, "We miss you." How is that painting them as saints? But yeah, June and Anna have both commented on London's page. London is Michael's fiance. They have both commented on London's page. Like, in my opinion, they have no business doing that. Because the post that London made was a picture of her, Caitlyn and Kylie, and I think of Michael, and just saying, like, we miss you. We all miss you. Like, we hope you're doing well. We pray for the situation. And June commented under it, and so did London. And guess what else? Every time London posts a picture of like her and Kylie or her and Caitlyn, haters are in the comment section saying really nasty comments. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. You'll never replace her mother. What? Anybody that will leave a comment like that is disgusting and deranged, if you ask me, because there's nothing that can change the fact that Anna is gone. If London was not in the picture right now, then Kylie would be living with her dad, but there would be nobody there to really help him as much as he needs that. London has been in Caitlyn and Kylie's life for several years. I don't even know how many years, like maybe 3 or 4 years. She's been there. She's been with Michael for several years. And so while she's not trying to replace Anna, London had a very special bond with Caitlyn and Kylie before Anna even passed away. Before Anna even passed away, those girls and London were close. If you can see it. You can see it in the pictures. I've seen a ton of pictures of London with those girls. I mean, smiling from ear to ear. So why would anybody leave a comment saying like, "Oh, you'll never replace their mom"? Who said she's trying to? She's just trying to be whatever them kids need her to be. London loves those girls, exactly. If I didn't know that Michael wasn't Caitlyn's bio dad, she looks similar to, she does, yeah. It's strange that she would take June's side after everything. Exactly. It is strange that Pumpkin and Alana is taking June's side. And it made me question why. Like, why is Pumpkin and Alana taking June's side? And because I'm like, even on the most recent episode of Mama June Family Crisis, what did Pumpkin say when her and Josh were sitting at the table? Maybe it wasn't the last episode, but the one before that. She said, "We really need to get our affairs in order because you never know. Like, something could happen at any point in time and we both be gone." She said, "Then what would happen with our kids? My mom would get them? No, we don't want that." Pumpkin even said on the show, "We don't want my mom to end up with our kids if something happened to us. So we need to get our affairs in order." So I find it ironic that Pumpkin would not want her mom to end up with her kids if she passed, but she thinks it's okay for June to end up with Anna's daughter. And here's the thing, June has been way more involved in Pumpkin and her children's lives than she was Anna and Anna's kids' lives. Like, June has been a part of Pumpkin and her kids' lives like pretty consistently. Why did you delete the screen recording about what Anna said about Michael? I didn't delete that. Somebody else posted that, Pisces girl. Somebody else. Somebody else posted that. I didn't delete that. Now, I did delete some of the a post that I made earlier today, just because, out of respect for what was going on in court today. I don't know anything about a date. I don't know. So I think that video that you're talking about, it was made under my post, and I deleted the original post. I know I've known her by father's name forever. I mean, Caleb did an interview with like Radar Online like years ago. They found him, contacted him, and he did a little bit of an interview. Just answered a few questions. So it's been known who her Caitlin's dad is. So I find it ironic though that Alana, who literally up until Anna got really bad sick again, had decided I'm not talking to mama because she stole money from me. Thinks, you know what? Yeah, let's just let mama raise Caitlin. So the only reason I can think of this is because, well, they're like, that's our family. We're gonna stick it out with her, and maybe money. Maybe they're like, you know what? This will keep the show going for a while. This will be a storyline, and they all do rely on that show for money. So I hate to say this, but obviously there's a part of me that does think, oh, thank you, Colby. I'm going to try that. There is a part of me that thinks the reason Alana and Pumpkin is supportive of Pumpkin keeping Caitlin is for the show. If June loses custody of Caitlin, Caitlin goes to Michael. Alana is in college. What is there really going to be to film? Like, it's not going to be, if they're not filming about this custody battle, which they are, they're filming about a custody battle. They're making this a storyline, which is ridiculous. Why do they say they don't know who the dad is? June said that on the show just because June says crazy things. That's why. So I have to wonder if they support June keeping Caitlin for the show. Yeah, the only person that said Caitlin's dad is unknown is June. That's it. And I'm like, do you not understand that makes you look like an even more terrible mother to? Because here's the thing: say Anna didn't know who Caitlin's dad was. I wish I had all the recordings that I recorded of Anna back in the day on TikTok. When Anna came to TikTok after she found out she had cancer, she'd come to TikTok and she would go live a lot, and I would try to be there and I would try to record them, but my phone started filling up, so I started deleting a lot of them. But I have recorded one of Anna saying, like, somebody asked about Caitlin's dad, and she said, he has his own life, he has other kids, he's never tried to be a part of her life, so I've never forced him to do that. If he didn't want to be, I wasn't going to force him to be a part of her life. He's got his own life. I'm not trying to bother him. We're good here. He's good there. That's what it is. So I watched that. I watched Anna say that. So it's wild to hear June, but say that that was the truth. Say that it was true that Anna really didn't know who Caitlin's dad was, and that she just, for years, acted like it was Caleb, who her and Caleb dated for like 2 or 3 years in high school. They were dating when she come up pregnant. They were dating when she moved in with June to start filming Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. They were dating then, and they had been dating for like years before. Well, let's just say that's not what it was. Let's just say she didn't know. What kind of mom would say that on television? I would never in a million years on a hit reality TV show say, my daughter doesn't know who the father of her child is. We test like 5 or 6 different men, especially if my child had just died. You are tainting her memory. For the people that believe it, like, you are literally making people believe that at 16 years old, I think she got pregnant at 16, or maybe 17, I'm not sure, that your child was just wild with 5 or 6 different men. It would have to be more than that, because you told the judge that y'all tested 5 or 6 men, and all of them come back negative. So it would have to be more than that. That you literally told the whole world that Anna, at 16, 17 years old, was sleeping with so many men at the time that she got pregnant that she did not know who the baby daddy was. That's so, I can't even imagine a mother that would say that would do that. Okay, Anna turned 18 a month after Caitlin was born. She was born August 2012. Oh, actually, Caitlin was born July 2012, and Anna was born August 1994. So, yeah. I wish I could figure out how to go back and watch all the episodes of Here Comes Honey Boo Boo because I'm sure it was probably talked about on the show. They wanted him on the show. Whenever whenever Anna moved in with Mama June to film Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, she was still dating Caleb. And they wanted Caleb to film for the show, but he wouldn't. And they ended up breaking up. So I did see, let me check this real quick to see if anything's been filed with the court. Like I said, I've been looking at this all day to see if anything else has been put in. Nothing else has been put in as far as on the case docket for this. I did see that the Sun put this article up yesterday. We'll go over this really quickly. All right, let's see. Mama June's drug test results to be revealed in custody fight with Anna Cardwell's ex over granddaughter Caitlin. So that is one thing that June is bringing in. June has requested that a year and a half worth of her drug test be brought into this custody hearing to prove to the courts that she's been sober for a year and a half. But my thing, June says she's been sober for 4 years. So I don't know if it was me. I would just be like, I want every test that I've taken. And she's been on probation. She's been on probation for all this time too. So June was on probation, and not only that, but she supposedly had to test for the show because she was a liability. June told us on one TikTok, she said, I have to do a drug test like every 2 weeks for the network because I'm a liability. So they make me do a drug test. She then said, but they let me know when I'm going to test. They don't just bring it up on me. They tell me in advance. And I thought, well, you just told off on yourself because most people, if they are aware that they're going to be drug tested, they can figure out how to pass it. But I'm not saying she did that. I'm just saying she did say on a TikTok that she had to take a drug test for the network, but she's also been drug tested because she's been on probation. But she claims she's 4 years sober. So I'm like, why not bring the whole 4 years worth of records down? Elle, did the courts make Caleb come in and file stuff, or did he do it on his own? I think it was requested of him. I think it was requested that he say like, hey, I'm the they call it something like the potential father, the assumed father, and it is my desire that if it's going to be taken into consideration that Caitlin live with Michael. So that's what he did. He filed on behalf of Michael essentially. But Caleb also knows like I shouldn't have much say so because I haven't been in her life. Presumptive, yes. He is the presumptive father. Nobody got video going in or out of court. I'm sure somebody probably did. I don't know if like TMZ or anybody was there. But I feel like that will probably come out at some point. Okay. So let's go over this really quickly. This is interesting. We know that Sugar Bear, he's been called to testify. Teachers from Caitlin's former school. Okay. Let's see. In a new filing, exclusively revealed by The Sun, June's attorney has subpoenaed the reality star's occupational medicine doctor to appear during what is set to be the final hearing in the case against Anna's ex, Michael Cardwell. I know that June was on probation. I don't know if she's still on probation, but I did hear, and I don't know if this is true, but I heard that Justin was still on probation. You guys remember June and Justin was living in Alabama, and they needed to move to Georgia to be closer to Anna because the cancer. And they got the call from the sheriff saying, we were able to get him off probation sooner so y'all can move. Like Justin was supposed to be on probation like sometime longer, but as long as he was on probation, he couldn't move to Georgia. So they met with the sheriff and whatever. Well, I heard that that was just a storyline, that he was actually released from probation and that he was actually still on probation, but I don't know if that's true. So I don't know if Justin is still on probation, but I did hear what we know is he would have been either he really got released early so they could move and help take care of Anna, or the sheriff just made that call to be a part of the story, like to help them with the storyline, and he's still on probation. Okay. So the filing reads, you are hereby subpoenaed drug test results from January 1st, 2023 to present for your patient, June Shannon. In another filing, June's attorney also requested Eldridge, who her daughter Anna married in the late stages of her terminal battle with adrenal cancer, to also attend the hearing as a witness. In other filings, Michael's supposed employer has been required to attend the hearing, as well as Caitlin's principal. For his part, Michael's attorney has so far subpoenaed 3 people, presumably on his behalf. Caitlin filed a petition last week asking the courts to allow her to continue to live with her grandmother and not have any visitation with Michael. The 11-year-old's biological father is suspected, but he has never taken a DNA test and has never been a part of her life. In another recent filing, June's attorney requested what is called an in-camera review from the Department of Family and Children's Services. June has claimed that Michael abused Caitlin while they were living under the same roof. That's wild. Upon information and belief, the Wilkinson County Department of Family and Children's Services have filed regarding plaintiff, defendant, and or minor child, to wit, Caitlin Shannon, born 2012, involving records pertaining to child abuse and or neglect. Michael's attorney has firmly denied those allegations. In a previous statement to the Sun, the attorney said Michael flatly denies any type of abuse to his children or his ex-wife or any other past girlfriends. We will see how June plans to prove this or any other of her supposed truths or allegations. Anna and her ex share 8-year-old Kylie, who Michael has full custody over. In his initial complaint, Michael argued that Caitlin would accompany Kylie during his visits. However, June shot back, claiming Kylie refused to visit her father unless Caitlin came with her. June said in her filing, while Caitlin did sometimes accompany her sibling, the visits were infrequent, which is so not true. It was literally week on, week off. It was so frequent. In his petition for custody of Caitlin, Michael said he fully and completely undertaken a permanent, unequivocal, committed, and responsible parental role in Caitlin's life. And his ex said he is engaged in consistent caretaking of the child and established a bonded and dependent relationship with the child. Michael also hit out at Anna's well-documented tumultuous relationship with her mother. Anna has been raised by her maternal grandmother in Griffin, Georgia, since she was approximately 8 years old and only returned to the home of June Shannon when she was 17. Anna has also had a very sordid relationship with her mother throughout her life and went various periods of times without speaking to her. Likewise, June's presence in Caitlin's life has also been inconsistent. A judge is set to decide on who will have primary custody of Caitlin going forward in a hearing set this week. I don't think the judge was going to decide who would get custody today. I think the judge just listened to a lot of stuff today. June was on probation for 1 year. She did pretrial intervention program. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you. I can tell you I asked Sugar Bear that Okie says, I also believe June lied to Alana about Sugar Bear not wanting her because she wasn't a boy. She was a girl. She seems to not want her kids to have any relationships with their fathers. I agree. And I had Sugar Bear on I had Sugar Bear on and did an interview with him some time ago, and he said that was not true. That was not. He's like that. No, that was not true. He said I may have said like I would like to have a boy, but that didn't mean because she wasn't a boy I didn't want her. I'm like, how many women have gotten pregnant and their spouse be like, I want a girl, and then they have a boy? Does that mean they don't want anything to do with them because it wasn't what they initially said they wanted? No. Lauren says June has 2 felonies though for drugs, and so I gotta get my hair out of the way because it's annoying me. I also think Justin's charges were felony charges as well. June has taken off several times throughout the years to do what she pleases. You can't do that as a parent. Right there says it all. Exactly. I wonder if June's mother will testify for Michael. She's not on the witness list, so I don't think so. I don't think so. Usually a case like this, the judge mainly listens the first trial. When comes second trial, then they start to speak. June can say she's clean now. I agree. Sorry. You need something? My husband just opened the door. Sorry. June can say she's clean now, but that doesn't take away all she's done when she was an addict. And I'm glad that June's sober. That's awesome. I hope she continues to stay sober. And the fact that she went through, losing a child and, has hopefully remained sober, like that's great. Like whenever Anna was sick, I mean, I even did lives where I was like, I hope this doesn't make June relapse, because when you are fighting for your sobriety to stay sober, certain things can cause you to relapse. So I even said, like, I hope what she was going through with Anna wouldn't cause her to relapse. I hope losing Anna didn't cause her to relapse. But just because you're sober, and that's the thing, having custody of a kid this early in the game, could that cause you to relapse? I don't know. June didn't raise any of her children. No judge in their right mind would give her Caitlin permanently. It's so hard to tell, June put Alana in an Uber by herself so she could go chase a man. Well, if it's not, it's not been just the drugs. Her mental state of mind isn't in the right place, and neither is Justin's. And that's another thing that I pointed out yesterday. When Pumpkin filed for custody of Alana, she said that her mother had mental and psychological issues that would make her unfit to raise her own child, who was 16. I mean, if you have a child that's 16, they can do a lot for themselves. Like a 16-year-old can pretty much get themselves up in the morning, get them ready for school, can make themselves cereal. Like they can do a lot on their own. An 11-year-old, not as much. But June, wasn't even fit to take care of a 16-year-old. But now we're like, yeah, let's let her have an 11-year-old. My husband is so funny. So, yeah, that's right. All we can do is pray at this point. Some people would never be able to do that, J. Marie. Sorry to say this, but if June gets Caitlin, I think someone is getting paid. I think you mean paid. I've heard that too. I've heard that people cater to her because she's Mama June. I've also heard through people that we know in Georgia that June's attorney is like really good in with the judges up there. So and I can tell you, being from a small town where everybody knows everybody, where lawyers here all know the judges, they're friends with the judge. So while they may go up against, like when I filed my lawsuit against the police department back in 2020, I hired an attorney that wasn't from this town because I was like, I can't hire an attorney from this town to go up against the police department who's going to hire an attorney from this town and they probably all going to be buddy buddy. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I am hearing that like this judge, like that this June's attorney like knows everybody, that's scary. My aunt lives 5 minutes from June. She has seen June out and about many times. She said that June even yells like that once cameras aren't rolling. Someone that needs to get Dr. Ish involved. I know. It's a raggedy town. I can tell you that. I saw The Walking Dead there. Oh, legit. Legit you did, because that's where they film it. Why is June estranged from her own mom? So when June and Dodo were growing up, June's mom, from my understanding, like wasn't maybe the best mom. So Dodo actually raised June. Dodo is like 14 years older than June. So Dodo like raised June because her mom wasn't the best. However, once like Dodo and June become grown and they had kids, the mom got better. I mean, so much so that she raised June's daughter Anna. So it ain't like she completely fell off and never had anything to do with anybody. She raised Anna and she was a really good mother to Anna. She defended Anna. She went on Dr. Phil with Anna, and she was like, June was wrong to do what she's done to Anna. Dr. Ish is over that family. They go to court, and then the prosecution and defense go to lunch. Exactly. Yes. Yes. I pray Michael gets custody of Caitlin, but hope June is able to see her. And that's what I think should happen, in my opinion. Like, and I think Michael's side will probably allow it. I think if Michael got custody of Caitlin and Kylie, I think he probably would say, yeah, y'all can see the kids. Like, I don't think he would keep the kids from her. However, I do think she would keep Caitlin from Michael and Kylie. So it's a very sad situation because here's the thing the kids are the ones that's going to be hurt the most. You guys, I want to show you a picture of, let me see. Let me find it. Y'all bear with me. Yeah, if Anna was still alive, Michael would still be getting both of the girls week on, week off, you know? Sorry, let's see. Yeah, my phone is literally being blown up to the point where I can't use it because somebody keeps calling me back to back to back to back to back. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. There's a particular one. There was one that I was going to show y'all, but I'm going to show y'all something else. So this is one of Michael's like old Instagram accounts. This is from August 20th, 2014. It says that there is one word that can melt a man's heart, daddy. That is Michael and Caitlin when she was a baby. There was another reason I was going to show y'all this, but I don't remember why. That's Michael with Caitlin when she was 2. Can somebody remind me what I was saying when I was like, I'm going to show y'all something? Because that's not what I was going to show y'all. But then I seen it on my phone and I was like, let me show them this. There was an article that came out that June said Kylie isn't the closest blood relative to Caitlyn. I was like, oh my goodness, what? June said she stopped talking to her mom because she sold something to the tabloids for $500. She said that on Anna's wedding episode, which is, yes, she did say that. Would you want to know what's ironic that she said that? Because Anna's story that she had stage 4 was sold to TMZ. And Anna ended up catching wind and had belief that guess who sold the story? The TMZ. June. That's why around Caitlin's last birthday before Anna passed. So Caitlin's birthday is in August, right? It was like June or July that Anna caught wind that the story was leaked to TMZ, possibly by June. That's why they weren't talking. That's why in August of 2023, there was a period in 2023 where Anna was upset with June and did not talk to June. And even it was Caitlin's birthday and she was on a TikTok and somebody said, what did Mama June get Caitlin for her birthday? And Anna said, nothing. She didn't get her anything, but that's okay, you guys. Don't make a big deal out of it. It's okay. But the reason why they weren't even talking because Anna was upset that somebody sold her story. Here's the thing. It wasn't even that somebody sold her story. She didn't want the public to know yet. She did not want people to know yet that she had stage 4 or that she had cancer. It was either that she had stage 4 or that she had cancer in general. Either way, someone leaked it to TMZ. After it was leaked to TMZ and it came out, Anna somehow found out that it was June. So she got upset. She quit talking to her for a minute. June did not get Caitlin nothing for her last birthday, 2023. Which, to be honest, I've heard that June rarely got Anna's kids anything for their birthday or Christmas. I wish Alana would file a lawsuit against June for theft. Don't think the judge would give her another child to steal from, considering June gave up custody of Alana, stole her money for drugs. I know. It's so hard to know, to know what a judge is going to do. So here's some of the pictures. Just from times that he was in their lives. This is London with the girl. She's been in their lives for several years. Look, this is Michael's fiance that has been in their look. They're young. Look at okay. This is what I was going to show y'all. Look at Kylie. This is one of Michael's pictures. So look at Kylie. She looks so cute, so sweet, so innocent. So if you thought that Michael was abusive, why would you let that sweet little angel live with him? Why wouldn't you fight for her? And two, knowing that Kylie also lost someone, lost her mom, and now basically her sister. You're not even trying to check on Kylie. June looked quite, I know. I can tell you, Erica, that I have spoken to people that said the opposite. That what Anna wanted was for Eldridge and Michael to have the girls, for their custody situation to stay the same. That for Eldridge, she wanted Eldridge to have the kids for a week, Michael to have the kids for a week. That she wanted it to continue rotating, and that she wanted her family to be a part of the girls' lives. That's what I was told. And I was told that to people that knew her for years, that talked to her right before she passed away. Do you guys remember on the show, like, she didn't want to make anybody mad. She didn't want to make anybody mad. Well, who do y'all think she was so concerned with making mad? I think she was concerned with making June mad. June so badly wanted Anna to leave Caitlin to her. When June brought the paperwork to Anna, the paperwork that would have made June her legal custodian, Anna looked at it and said, well, we'll have to look at this when Eldridge gets home. Why was it never signed? If that's what Anna wanted, why was it never signed? Because it's not really what she wanted. That's why. Anna did not want June upset, in my opinion. Right. I still haven't seen this clip that June was talking about where she said, we will all see that Anna wanted June to have custody. What I think she wanted was, because I think Eldridge and Anna, they were husband and wife. I'm sure if Anna told this to other people that have talked to me, if Anna told other people that's told me, Anna told me this, then I'm sure she told her husband, I want you and Michael to like keep the girls. Like you have them a week, him have them a week, keep their routine week on, week off. And but I do want my family to have a relationship with them. I do want, them to know who Pumpkin is. And so I think she didn't want to hurt June's feelings. And that's why when June sat there and was like, are you having second thoughts? Like, who do you want to have them? If she really wanted June, why not just say? Why was it such a hard thing? I think Eldridge is afraid of June too. I wonder if Michael could use any of the clips from the show as evidence in the case where Anna said that about custody. So right now we don't know if they're going to allow clips from the show. We don't know if they're going to do that. That's not true too. That's not true either, Jennifer. So Eldridge could not do what Anna wanted him to do. He's a weak man, so he let June take her. So June said on the show that there was a conversation between her and Eldridge that, after Anna passed, that they sat down and Eldridge was like, well, I have to work. I can't take care of her. So you take her, June. I was told that conversation never happened. Then when Anna passed, she just kept her. She just kept Caitlin and then went and filed for custody. And she never asked Eldridge, so do you want to try to take her and I'll just keep her during the day? Me and Justin will help you. When you're at work, she'll be at school. She can come here after school. We'll make sure she does her homework. And then you can come pick her up on your way home. On the week, that never happened from what I was told. So, no, right now, I don't know. I'm so sorry, you guys. Yeah. It is very damaging to the kids to continue to drag this out, right? Why didn't Eldridge adopt Caitlin? Okay, so I've seen people ask that about Eldridge and Michael. So somebody in my comment section was like, "Well, if Michael wanted her so bad, why didn't he adopt her?" Michael and Anna discussed Michael adopting Caitlin years ago when they were together. There was a discussion that he would adopt her. However, financially, they Michael and Anna didn't have like money like June did. They had regular, I work 7 days a week, 6 days a week, whatever. Um, and it was going to cost thousands of dollars. They did, from my understanding, talk to a lawyer about it, but it was just going to be too much. And they found out that Caleb would have to be involved. So they decided, no, we won't do it. And I think that's what has kept Anna from allowing anybody to adopt Caitlin is money and the fact that Caleb would have to be brought into it. Anna has said on TikTok she did not want to bother Caleb. June took it upon herself to get Caitlin. I think that's why she had Anna come stay at the end. I agree. I agree. What will Mama June do without Justin? That's the thing. Eldridge is not weak. He's trapped in a spot that he can't move. I agree. I think because here's the thing: can Eldridge raise an 11-year-old without help? I doubt it. He does have to work, so he would need somebody that could help him get Caitlin after school, to keep her until he got off work and to pick her up. So he would need that help. And he would probably have to rely on June or some of Anna's family. So he feels like he can't make them mad. Well, here's the thing. Do you guys remember when June was talking to Anna and she was like, if you don't sign this paperwork and you pass away, Anna said it'll go to court. And they were like, nah, she'll go to me. And Anna was like, I think Anna really thought if I don't sign the paperwork, Eldridge is my next of kin. He will get her. And he will make sure he does what we do. If it don't and it goes to court, I'm sure Eldridge and Michael will fight for her. Like, I really don't think Anna thought that June would put any money towards fighting for Caitlin. I really don't. We've all seen how June is with money. June don't want to pay for anything. She didn't want to pay child support for Alana. She would have rather signed Alana over to be adopted versus pay child support. So I really think Anna was probably just like, Eldridge will get her. We're married. I doubt Mama will fight for her, especially if it comes to like she's got to pay money for it. But yeah, I do think Anna was in denial about how long she had left. I do think she was in denial about how long she had left. 1,000%. I've talked to people that knew her and they're like, yeah, she. Um, Hell, weren't they all there when they were giving them the stones and jewelry out of Anna's ashes in that last episode? All as in who? And that's another thing. Is like Eldridge is her husband. Why did he not get the big vase of ashes or the big urn of ashes? Okay. Olivia says she spoke to a source. The conversation blindsided Eldridge. Yeah, Michael and Kylie weren't there when they were passing out Anna's ashes. They weren't there. I want to find your other comment, Olivia. Did you see the look on June's face when Anna said she wanted Eldridge to keep Caitlin? Exactly. June looked shocked. And she even said, I'm shocked to hear that she wants Eldridge to keep Caitlin. How long was Eldridge the stepdad? So Eldridge and Anna got married in early 2023, but he's been with Anna since like 2019. So he's been in their lives a minute. It doesn't make sense that Anna would want June to have her daughter after everything she went through as a child under June's care. Why would she put her child in that position? She wouldn't. I agree. And two, a lot of people's like, oh, June has changed. June has changed. Here's the thing. When Anna was dying of cancer, June's other two children were deciding to become estranged from her because she stole money from one of them and refused to pay it back. And I think a lot of people don't understand this, but June didn't only take Alana's money from Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Anna didn't get paid for the show, even though she was supposed to. Pumpkin didn't get paid for the show, even though she was supposed to. Jessica didn't get paid for the show, even though she was supposed to. And guess who else? There's articles out there. There is Anna on Dr. Phil or with Dr. Drew, where she says that her daughter Caitlin was paid to be on the show after Caitlin was born. And Caitlin never got her money. So we are going to give June custody of her granddaughter, let her be put back on TV, make money when June's already made money off Caitlin on the show that never went to Caitlin. Sugar Bear would have been paid. Exactly. Everybody would have been paid. And there's June on Wendy Williams saying that back in the Honey Boo Boo days, June went on Wendy Williams, and Wendy Williams was like, so I heard something, Mama June. I heard that each of your kids get paid to be on the show, but you made sure that that money goes into a trust fund for them. And everybody went to clapping. Good job, June. And she said, yeah, that's right. So I set it up to where when we get paid for the show, I don't even get the kids' money. It goes straight into a bank account for them that they will get when they're 21. Everybody clapped, applauded June for doing that. Then guess what later came out? She got their checks. She got a big check that was supposed to be this much was supposed to go to Caitlin. This much was supposed to go to Honey Boo Boo. This much was supposed to go to Anna. This much was supposed to go to Pumpkin. This much was supposed to go to Jessica. And guess what? This much was supposed to go to Sugar Bear. And this was supposed to be yours, June. But guess what? She kept all of it. And then somebody today, I guess on Facebook, was like, well, how did Alana think she was going on trips to the beach? How did she think she was going to Disney? She was the only one working. So, of course, they used her money. And I'm like, June was making money on the show too. TLC worked out contracts where they paid this amount of money. This amount was supposed to be for June. This amount was supposed to be for Honey, but like they were all supposed to get an amount. So I assume, and the person even said, how did Alana think she was going on those trips? I don't know. At 10 years old, maybe she thought, well, we're all on the show. My mom is making a big check off of it. So my mom and my dad, who worked, because Sugar Bear worked the entire time they were on Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, I imagine the 10-year-old believed that her parents were paying for their vacation. If she thought anything about it at all. I mean, when you were 10 going on vacation, did you think, who's paying for this? I hope it ain't coming out of my college fund. I do hope. I'm praying and hoping that Michael gets Caitlin and Kylie, but I do hope that if for some reason he doesn't, that the judge will put a stipulation on June that Caitlin is not allowed to be filmed for the show. The custody case cannot be a storyline. It already is. They're already using the custody case as a storyline, but that they can't. They have to stop, and they cannot film her. That's my hope. So that's not true. I did talk to somebody who said it was negotiated a certain amount per person. Yes, they wrote one check, but the contract actually stated that this much would go to this person, this much would be for this person. So, and I spoke to somebody that was supposed to be getting paid for this. In their contracts, it stated Sugar Bear would make X amount per season. Jessica would make X amount per season. Pumpkin would make X amount per season. Yes, TLC sent one big check, and June was supposed to divvy it up. June knew that the money coming to her was not just hers and hers alone because she signed the contract. If June gets Caitlin, she is in control of Caitlin's SSI money from Anna till she turns 18. And she's going to get money from Caitlin being on the show. Caitlin is already on the show. I was told a while back that it was believed that right after Anna passed away, a contract was negotiated for Caitlin. That's what I was told. So that means Caitlin is making money from being on the show. Is it going into a savings account? Is it going? Where is it going? I don't know. You know? And the fact that my thing is like the fact that you're using this custody case as a storyline, I don't like it. The fact, and here's if you want to whatever, but they reenacted June getting served. If you want to reenact you getting served, then fine, whatever. But why did you do it with Caitlin sitting right there on the couch? If you wanted to do a reenactment of you getting served, act like Caitlin was at school. You and Justin sitting there arguing in the recliners, knock on the door. That's the police, June. Get up. You've just been served. Michael's suing me. Why do it in front of Caitlin? So she is not only using this custody battle as a storyline, but she's also allowing Caitlin to be a part of it. Caitlin was right there on that couch as that fake cop knocked on the door and gave June her little lawsuit papers, civil suit papers that were already folded up and bent up, and you could tell June probably had them for weeks prior to that. Or not weeks, but that was literally reenacted. Oh, Brie, I was supposed to text you. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's supposed to go into something called a bunker until the age of 18, 21, or in some states 25, unless there are some stipulations. The issue with reality TV, contracts do not set up trust funds. They legally cannot force them to do so. That is the biggest issue. But my thing is like, if June wouldn't have been going around on television being applauded by lying, saying, I've set up trust funds for my kids and their check goes directly into them. So they're going to have a ton of money when they turn 18. Then I would just be like, well, she took the money. But she took the money and she had everybody believing, as well as her kids, that they were going to have money waiting for them when they turned 18. Isn't there new laws that any children in entertainment have to have some sort of bank account? I thought I heard it here in the news. Some states have it, but not all. Yeah. Death benefits can help pay bills and other expenses. I think the judge needs to watch the instant where June and her nasty husband are cussing that child on their trashy Instagram. Yeah. And a few other things. I just think it's so wild that Pumpkin didn't even know who her dad was because June lied for many years. June announced who Pumpkin's dad was on Dr. Phil. On Dr. Phil, she said, well, nobody knows this. Nobody knows who Pumpkin's real dad is. Everybody thought it was so and so, but it's actually the same man that is Jessica's dad. So June, I feel like from the outside looking in, like June leaves men and wants nothing to do with them. And she doesn't want her kids to have anything to do with their dads. And Anna got pregnant and moved home. And Anna broke up. Anna and Kayla broke up, and she wanted her nothing to do with him. I just feel like it's like a thing for June. She doesn't want her children to have anything to do with their dads. She doesn't want her grandchildren to have anything to do with their dads if they're not still together, you know? I wouldn't no more want my baby spending the night with Pumpkin. There are way too many kids to watch. That's true. Yeah, Anna worked at a car dealership before. She worked at Walmart before. Caitlin not being allowed to film. June has to allow visitation for Michael. If she wins, I hope that's the judge. Me too. If June wins, I hope they don't allow her to film, and I hope they do visitation. I hope June pays up. Alana was a baby when she popped up on my screen. Anywho, maybe Judge is having a marathon watching. I don't think they're supposed to. Like, I don't know if they're supposed to. I don't know. Yeah. Let me check everything real quick to make sure nothing's been reported about today in court. And then we'll call it a night because I am tired. She did use Alana's custody case as a storyline too. Can't Michael use their lives and parts of the show in this case to prove? So I feel like they could possibly use Instagram lives and TikTok lives because they can't say, oh, that's fake. That's just a storyline. Production had us do that, but they can on that. So, like, I know some judges don't allow clips from a reality TV show because they can claim that it was fake, that it was staged, that's not real. Producers asked us to say that. But I do think they should be able to use the Instagram videos because that's like real. Yes. Do you think Caitlin only wants to be with June to be on TV? She's not thinking about when the show ends eventually? Yes, I do think Caitlin, at 11 years old, if you guys follow Mama June on TikTok, Justin on TikTok, now recently they don't go live as much, but right after Anna passed away, like 2 days later, Caitlin was on TikTok, on June's TikTok, doing like a pickle thing, cutting the pickle, putting the food in it and eating it, the chamoy pickle thingy. She was doing that. And then June had said something about like, oh, we may let Caitlin take over Anna's TikTok because she wants to. And every time they were on TikTok, like if Justin was on TikTok, Caitlin was right there, talking. So I do think, a lot of 11-year-olds wants to be famous and they want to be on TV. So I do think she's one of those that wants to be famous, wants to be on TV. I think she realizes that June has money. They can go on vacations. So yeah, I think she looks at it like if I move in with my dad in London, I'm going to have a very normal life. They go to work during the day, we'll go to school, I'll come home, I'll probably have chores, I'll have rules that I have to follow. It won't be all this crazy talk about, oh, this, bitch, that. Like, they're not going to allow me to talk like that, and they're not going to talk like that in front of me. Whereas, like, at Gigi's house, like, I can look up a picture of a butthole and show it on people's screen, like a butt crack, and show it on the screen because Gigi sitting there on TikTok begging for shares and telling people she'll show them her pink. And I can be right there with her in the midst of it. I mean, come on. She gave her ashes to Justin's mom, who Anna didn't even know, all because she's a fan of the show. Yes. I mean, June gets the big urn, and they gave Justin's mom some ashes. And Anna didn't even really know Justin's mom. So wild. I'm just hoping, because usually if they do talk to kids, they'll have them talk to somebody that is knowledgeable and like educated enough to really understand if that child is wanting to live with that person for the right reasons. You know, they'll ask her, do you feel safe? Did you have a bedtime? Do you make good grades? That's another thing. On the last episode of Mama June, Caitlin asked to stay with Pumpkin on a school night. She said no. Pumpkin said, June was like, well, no, you got school. Pumpkin was like, that don't matter. I can take her. And June was like, well, she's got homework and she really needs to do it because she made a 1 on her other homework. A 1. I'm like, and I did hear that at one point during the school year, Caitlin wasn't making good grades, but I don't know how bad that was. But she's had a lot going on in her life too, so I'll give her that. And they can usually tell if they've been coached. That's what I was trying to kind of get at a while ago. Where's Dodo being? Did she back out of the show because she was being villainized? I don't think so. I think she just comes when she's asked. There was something that she was supposed to sign. She didn't sign anything, though. She didn't want Sugar Bear to have a relationship with Alana. Exactly. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I don't see anything else scanned in for the case docket for today. Nothing here. Okay, nothing's being reported in the news about what took place today. So as of right now, we don't know everything. If I can get any info, I'll let you guys know. So just kind of be on the lookout tomorrow. Because if anything runs in the media, I'll hop on here and let you guys know. If I get any information, I'll let you guys know. But as of right now, I don't think a decision was made because I haven't heard anything. So you guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you team June? Are you team Michael? But the fact is they would be split, which June doesn't realize. Michael would get half of the death benefits for Kylie, and June would get half, not all of them. Right. So Kylie would get some, and Caitlin would get some. I would think the girls need and want to be together. June can ask for visitation and to be a grandmother to both of them. But even if June can't see them for a while, she can let those babies heal. Exactly. I don't understand, after all the crap that June has done to her daughters, are still backing her when they know she's wrong. Exactly. Anyways, you guys, if I do find more information out about another court date, I'll let you guys know. Also, really quickly, you guys, yes, let me show y'all my roses back here. I'm glad somebody brought it up. Okay, so y'all, my most favorite company to work with is a company called Rose Forever. As you guys can see, this is my latest bouquet. I have like 5 of these at this point, and I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. These are real flowers. No, they are dyed, and they have an oil that is put on them to preserve them. So they are good for up to a year if you just leave them alone, set them where you want to set them, leave them alone, okay? You can get them in so many different colors. They have sales going on constantly on the site. Let me show you guys the site really quickly. You can get red roses in a black box. You can get red roses in an oval box, in a square box. You can get dome. The domes are really pretty. Last time I had the dome, I actually moved that to my table in my, last time I had this one. And it's in my house now. The white one with the pink flowers. Actually, I'm lying. I had the hydrangeas. I had this one. And this one, that is a like metal container, or not metal, porcelain. That is a porcelain vase. Oh my goodness, beautiful, you guys. They have home scent candles. They have heart-shaped boxes. They also have the see-through translucent boxes. They have white roses. They have red. They have yellow. They have pink. They have purple. They have silver. They have everything you can imagine. They are beautiful. Now, I've got to find the link. I have a link that you can click if you want to go look at them. It'll be in the description box, and it will be placed in the I will pin it to the top of the comment section. It'll be a link to the website, also a discount code to get you a discount on your order. These are beautiful. I love them. Like I said, I have like 5 of these at this point, and every time the company reaches out to me, I'm like, yes, 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 because I can never, like, I'm always like, I want this one, but I also want that one. I want this one, but I also, they do have royal blue. They are beautiful. How do they smell? A little bit like flowers. It's not strong. Like, you have to get like right there, I can smell like a flowery smell. Beautiful. Look at these. Is that not beautiful? I love them. So I will put my code, my discount code, as well as a link to the site. I will pin it to the top of the comment section as well as in the description box. Okay. So check it out. They make great gifts, and they may look like they're expensive, but here's the thing. Sean would get me like a bouquet like 2 or 3 times a year. He would spend like $100 on it, and it would last like 2 weeks. These last for a year, and maybe you might spend $150, you know? So these last for a year if you take care of them. It comes with a little instructions like on how to take care of them. Your rose forever flowers are real if you take care of them. A little, they will stay beautiful like the first day for many years. Like on the first day for many years. Please don't water the roses or treat them with other care products. Please avoid touching the petals, as that could affect their lifespan. Keep them away from direct sunlight. If dust collects on them after a few months, simply brush it away with a soft brush to gently brush off the dust. So it comes with like a little thing to tell you how to take care of them. They are beautiful. They last for about a year. The name of the company is Rose Forever. Give me a minute. I will link all the information. You have to use my link so they know that you came from my channel. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want them to know that you heard about them from me, use my link. If you just go to their channel, then they won't know that I sent you, which whatever. How can June expect a court to grant her custody of Caitlin if she gave up her parental rights of Alana? It's wild, but I would not be shocked, to be quite honest. I'm not going to sit here and say that I think Michael would get custody because I don't know. Like, from everything that we know, we're like, what judge would give June custody? Well, who knows? You know, who knows? Anyways, you guys, like, share, subscribe, and join me back here tomorrow, because if anything comes out tomorrow, we'll be talking about it. If nothing does come out, we'll just be covering other trending topics. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.